You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, the big turkey himself. Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, boy.
So what do you have?
It is. Happy Thanksgiving. Charles Schultz, creator of Peanuts, his birthday today.
Really? That's nice.
Yeah, in fact, the special is probably airing somewhere all day. Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
That's awesome.
Charles, by the way, kind of a homeboy, originally out of St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Right across the river from where I growed up. Willis Carrier. You know him, you love him. Yeah, he developed the modern air conditioning.
Because his wife was
God
hot.
bless him.
No kidding.
Yeah, his wife was hot, and he's like, okay, I'm going to go work on something.
Exactly what happened. John, you big turkey. Wow.
I do what I can.
Tina Turner, without whom Heidi and I would not be developing and getting ready to throw the first
Tina
annual
Turner
Sunny
Dance
Radio
Party.
Tina Turner Dance Party is she's 82 today.
82. Wow.
82. Yeah, she's been getting it done for a long time.
She has.
And of course, this is Thanksgiving. The very first national day of Thanksgiving in this country was in 1789, which was a long time after the original Thanksgiving, which took place in 1621.
Yeah.
Actually, a little bit different. What was on the menu this day back in 1621?
No turkey.
There were fowl.
Yeah, but no
They
turkey.
were fowl. There were ducks and geese, and apparently you could blow up swan too. So,
Oh, I wonder what swan tastes.
there
Tastes
was
like chicken.
deer involved, and because
Venison.
they were right there on the coast, a lot of seafood.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's off the coast of New England. Oysters, lobster, bass,
It's a heck of a meal.
clams, mussels.
Maize.
Throw in some taters, some squash, onions, corn, carrots, cabbage, fruit, plums, grapes, cranberries, gooseberries.
How in the world did they have room to eat all of that?
Their fill, and then, as usual, afterwards, they all guzzled back some mead, passed the old peace pipe, watched the Detroit Lions lose another game, and then they all headed to the casino. Tradition.
And they watch planes, trains, and automobiles.
Love it.
No, that's good.
That's what's happening. I hope you're...
Have you seen that movie before, Dan?
Well, which one?
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles?
No, John, I'm not a movie guy, man. I don't know how many times I have to explain this to you.
But that's
That one's a classic.
John Candy and Steve Martin.
I'll watch it today.
You should. You should join us
Should watch
today.
it today
Pay
with
no
us.
attention to the fingers crossed behind my back, John.
No, this is an annual tradition. My son and I watch it every year. And last year, he ditched out on me and we didn't watch it. So
Well, there you go.
Good movie.
you'll be there. I'll make sure of it. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris on Thanksgiving Day. Thanks for listening.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning,
Ranger
Ranger Dan.
Happy Thanksgiving to you two little butter bowls. You Sal, you're looking good. Heidi.
Ranger
Whoa, Heidi,
Dan.
what is that, a pop-up timer, or are you just happy to see me? Yeah, but
I don't think that's how it works.
that,
Really.
that works a lot better saying it to another fella. You got a little awkward right off the bat there. So.
Unless it's cold, there might be two pop-up timers.
It's kind of a special episode of Critter Corner, seeing what
yeah.
it's Thanksgiving and whatnot.
is.
And I was thinking that through last night while I was cozily encased by the old roaring fire place at the Ranger Dan Fortress of Ranger 2. And made a little list of things your old buddy Ranger Dan, our President-elect South Dakota Department
That's
of
right.
Arts Ranger Dan is thankful for, first and foremost. And this is from the heart now, so you might want to have some tissues handy. I'm thankful for Sunny Radio.
Oh, nice.
Picking up Rangers Dan Critter Corner when, well, frankly, no other station in the world would.
We set the bar low here.
Including NPR.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Who's sorry now, hippies? I'm thankful that I get to be a ranger
Oh, me too.
without ever having to go through all that pesky schooling, training, and state paperwork, or ever having to supply a blood or urine sample.
You're just born into it, or?
I'm thankful, certainly, for all the good Lord's critters.
Yeah.
Whether they run, walk, crawl, swim, or fly.
Yes.
Every dang one of them is fun to blow up and tastes just great if properly prepared. I'm thankful for my legal team.
Yes.
It's been a busy
you
year.
should be.
Stress this enough for seeing to it that every dang lawsuit that comes up against Ranger Dan Enterprises, a subsidiary of Ranger Dan Global, gets so bogged down with appeals and legal mumbo-jumbo nonsense that I never have to see the inside of a courtroom.
They're good, man. Really good.
Buddy Ranger Dan is thankful that the restraining order taken out by my close personal friend and technically boss, Governor Kristi Noem, expires December 31st.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Forward to doing a little fence mending and picking up right where we left off. Most of all, I'm thankful for all my little radio rangers.
Yeah.
Without who or whom I wouldn't be the ruggedly handsome national treasure I am today. Well, check that. I'd still be ruggedly handsome. But
Yeah.
got to tell you what, little rangers, your loyalty, your letters, your purchases of official Ranger Dan merchandise,
Yeah.
especially your purchases of official Ranger Dan
A lot of them, too.
merchandise, just thrills old Ranger Dan right down to the bone. And
Nice.
enjoy the pics you share with me, too, especially the ones of your moms. And those occasional selfies from the ER after you've tried something I may have mentioned on this show. Have yourself
the
a
legal
terrific well, Thanksgiving there, little radio rangers. Or eat until your britches are screaming for mercy. Till next time, Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by Lukewarm Tap Water.
Tap water.
Hey, I want to give a plug to our buddies Dusty and Robert and Randy and the crew over at Car Swap.
Oh, yeah. Hi,
It's
guys.
a big deal. They don't do sales. I mean, a lot of car dealers always sales.
Right.
Well, they sell a lot of cars, but they don't
Right.
But they are doing phenomenal things for tomorrow. They got on board with a little Black Friday thing.
Really? Super.
Yeah, I was on a website earlier today. Man, they've got nice stuff. Car Swap.
Really?
They really do.
On East 10th, West 12th. And
We suppose they give me trade-in on a busted-up Hummer. Sunny stickers all over it.
yeah, they kind of don't do that.
Doggone it.
They're,
I kind of like them.
their vehicles are top flight.
Oh, absolutely.
Really
They
nice
are.
stuff.
Very
I think
good
they've got
stuff.
approximately 35 to 40 SUVs, pickup trucks, all kinds of vehicles, and
Yeah.
and they'll do great by just jump on carswapusa.com.
Absolutely.
And
Or better yet, stop in
and look at the reviews.
Yeah.
That says everything about a pre-owned car dealer. Man.
Oh, absolutely.
Hang out. So
Absolutely.
So there you go. And happy Thanksgiving to the crew over there. Really, really enjoy working with you folks.
Yeah.
What's going on? Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will be totally unattended by anyone, but it is being televised.
Which is crazy because they're still doing it,
Yes.
but they told people don't come to it, watch it on TV.
Yeah, as people line up. I mean, that thing, what is it, about 2.5 miles is the
It's
route?
one
So
block now.
That thing's been going on since the 1920s.
Yeah.
Think of all the money lost for the city because
One
they're
block.
not doing that. That's
Huge.
insane.
Well,
yeah.
it is what it is. But, the question is South Dakota going to be represented? Yes, we are for the 11th year in a row.
Who's going to be there?
South Dakota float, the Mount Rushmore's American Pride float.
Okay.
Along for the 11th year.
Will all of the faces have masks on them this year?
In a row? I don't
hope
know.
not.
But the float, just in case you don't know, is an effort by South Dakota Department of Tourism to build, quote, brand awareness and to spur future travel to the great state of South Dakota. And they always have a performer on board.
Who's our performer?
Today it'll be a country/pop singer, former American Idol runner-up, Lauren Elena, will be performing.
Okay.
Oh, that's my favorite. Is that a man or a woman?
It's a fine young lady, John.
A young lady. Okay. Nice.
NBC estimates the parade will pull in about 50 million television viewers nationwide this year.
Nice.
And again, the only way to see it is on television because you can't go. That's just
Right.
a done
Do you know
deal.
what channel that's on, or is it on a bunch of channels?
It's on
NBC.
NBC. All right.
NBC, yeah. Locally here, that's KDLT.
Hi, guys.
And it will be aired from 9 o'clock to noon in our market, in our area here. And there's a big hubbubbery a few years back, what it was costing to have that entry.
Yeah.
And I actually was going to take the time and look it up, but I just didn't care. But I want to say it's like $27 million.
I don't think
Those are taxpayer dollars.
I don't think it's that much.
$27 million.
Keep in mind, he made that number up on the spot. So,
And that doesn't even include the cost of the float.
So if you don't have anything ticking you off this Thanksgiving, well, there you go.
hey, here's one thing I do want to make sure we say.
Dear Mike Rounds. Dear John Coon, Dusty Johnson, I am so angry right now.
Here's the thing that I would be sure to keep in mind. If you're watching that float, or if you're watching the parade, several of those balloons come from Sioux Falls, too.
Yeah, Raven Industries, man.
Yeah. So that's kind of a cool little shout out.
Super
a local
cool.
connection. All right, coming up, you know what else is super cool? Listen to who I'm going to have.
What else the state could do with $27 million? That might be a fun game to play around your table today.
Turn his microphone off for a minute. No, I'm excited because
I have never.
I am going to spend part of my Thanksgiving Day today talking to Bo Duke. That's actually John Schneider from the Dukes of Hazzard.
Like John Schneider.
I love the guy, and we're going to be chatting with him. He said, I can talk with you on Thanksgiving Day. So
He's a good dude.
It's going to be part of our good news for today. We're going to chat with him coming up in just a bit.
Want to save money? Take the bettercreditcards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we are going to brighten your Thanksgiving right now with the biggest turkey of all, Mr. John Schneider. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm fine. I'm so fine.
Well, thank you for joining me on Thanksgiving. Getting ready for this, I did a little hood slide across the radio counter here. So. Now, of course, I didn't really do that. That's a little Dukes of Hazzard joke right there. Now, we had a chance to talk earlier in the year, and you were filming parts of this movie, Stand on It, and it's kind of an homage to Smokey and the Bandit. I was watching the trailer. It looks awesome. What kind of car are you driving in this movie?
That is a Hellcat Challenger. That's a bad boy, that car.
Yeah, that is quite the car.
The movie is a tribute to Smokey and the Bandit, so it had to start and end at a big festival.
Yeah.
Smokey and the Bandit started and ended at the fairgrounds. So we needed thousands of people. And this was not the greatest year to try to amass thousands of people.
No kidding.
But we did it. The extravaganza was supposed to be April, but we did it in July. We had about 4,000 people there. Most of them were on the side of the river as James Smith jumped the car over the Tickfaw River.
And that's a real car going over a real river, so that's not just like computerized.
No, we really did it. During Beau's Extravaganza, we do a thrill show, a stunt show anyway. It was James Smith that jumped that car over the river. When you see the movie, you're going to go, oh my God. Because I think it was considerably further than they did in Smokey and the Bandit. They were there on the side of the river when that happened. It was so exciting. And then we jump a cop car backwards through a mobile home. We had about 1,000 people that I had to remove digitally. So there is some digital stuff in that shot, but it's because there were people everywhere. I think people had a ball at Beau's Extravaganza. If you're tired of not having fun, then go to cineflixdod.com and rent Stand On It, because you can rent it starting this Friday.
Nice.
You can rent this movie for 3 days, and everybody can share in. Well, I'm calling this now because nobody's made one of these in a long time. It's a Southern car comedy. Nothing will make you laugh like a Southern car. Beware, though. After you watch it, you might want to squeal your tires on a dirt road next time you're on one.
I was just talking to a friend of mine, huge Dukes of Hazzard fan, and we were talking about this movie and Smokey and the Bandit, and there's a bit of a connection in all this, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. Smokey and the Bandit was a movie that introduced people to trucks and CBs and people in cars that drive like nobody's business, and fun, and almost slapstick. There's a slapstick element of what Jackie Gleason did in Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh, yeah.
And certainly to what James Best did in Dukes of Hazzard with Roscoe. So, you have to have a very certain recipe. But when Smokey and the Bandit came out in 1977, I do believe it paved the way for the massive audience that we had watching Dukes of Hazzard every week starting in 1979. It kind of greased the skids for everybody to watch. And in those days, folks, believe it or not, there were only 3 channels, ABC, CBS, and NBC.
Yeah.
So 4 hours, 7 years, we averaged every week 28 million people watch the Dukes of Hazzard.
Amazing.
So if you were one of those 28 million people who watched Dukes of Hazzard, who's a Smokey and the Bandit fan, I guarantee you are going to love Stand On It.
Yeah.
You're going to feel like you're 16 years old again. I bet you I watched Smokey and the Bandit in a movie theater at least 50 times when it came out.
What a great idea for a movie, and a great tribute to Smokey and the Bandit. And you're doing some fun stuff at drive-in movie theaters. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're doing a drive-in theater tour. One of the great things about the pandemic and about the craziness we're going through is that many drive-in theaters that were closed are now open again. Many people have taken the opportunity to build new drive-in theaters with sea cans, and it's fascinating how people make these screens. But I've been playing with my band. My band is called the Stars and Bars Band. Also, Cody McCarver from Confederate Railroad and Keith Burns from Trick Pony. We've been traveling. We do 2 drive-ins every weekend. We've got 4 more. And then we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then when 2021 hits, we're going to be hitting the road again. And I would love to come up to Catherine Bakaland.
Yeah.
Do you have a drive-in anywhere near you?
We do have one not too far from here, and we would love to have you guys come join us.
We do kind of an odd double feature. We do a 90-minute concert, and then we show Stand On It.
Well, that sounds like a whole lot of fun, and I will do whatever I can to help make that happen in 2021.
Excellent. So, hey, rent Stand On It. It's great, I promise. cineflixdod.com this Friday, but you can put it in your browser right now. It is going to ask for your name and your email address, but don't worry, that's only so I can tell you when I'm coming to your drive-in. And then if you want to get it on DVD, it'll be available December 4th at johnschneiderstudios.com.
Well, I'm going to make it super simple. I'll throw a link to all of that on our Facebook page.
I appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your family, enjoy your friends. There's still time for this to be the best year yet.
Absolutely.
American citizens, patriots are very resilient, so let's still make this the best year yet.
I agree completely. Again, John Schneider joining us on this Thanksgiving Day. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, too. You take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
You can find a link to the information about this movie at facebook.com/sunnyradio and facebook.com/Sioux Falls News.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Got celebrities. Fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to just talk among yourselves? I'm going to find the...
Oh, hey.
I'm going to find a little entertainment news here. It's going to be...
Speaking of entertainment news, we just talked to John Schneider.
Be awesome.
Yes, we
That's why I had to do the hood slide thing across the desk, get back over here. So, wouldn't that be funny?
That was impressive.
I would break so many
Knocking
things.
stuff
Coming
up.
up any second here, and it's pretty awesome.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, okay. It won't let me. All right, here's the thing. Because it's close to home and it's close and personal. It's a HGTV, is it?
Okay,
One of their
I love
shows,
HGTV.
I believe, is called House Hunter.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm a day late, but I'm sure you can jam the rerun of it, no problem. It was shot here last night's episode. It aired last night. It wasn't supposed to air till February, but they moved it up.
Oh, the House Hunters thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I heard about this. I didn't watch it. 'Cause I
What?
don't have that
Heard about
channel.
what? What am I
Jason
missing?
and Lacey Steinberg, both of which I happen
605
to
Ninja.
know.
Yeah.
Well, Jason Steinberg is also the son of Dan and Diane Steinberg, Steinberg's Furniture.
Oh.
Yeah, so when I score that house, you know where the area rugs and the leather furniture and the wall decor is coming from. Steinberg's.
Okay,
Furniture.
they're on the show. I haven't heard anything about
the
this.
episode is them. Yeah.
Oh, super cool.
Yes, it didn't. I didn't stumble over it until today. I feel kind of bad about it because it actually aired last night. But yes, it is.
Oh, that is super
Steinberg's.
cool. How did I not know about this?
Yeah, they own a great little business here in town. It's
Yeah.
basically like Ninja Warrior workout
Yeah,
stuff
it's
for
cool.
kids. And
Okay.
whatnot.
Cool.
Yeah, just great people. I did a little work with Jason and Lacey, I want to say, about 4 or 5 years ago when I was with Complete Media here in town.
Nice.
Fun.
Lovely. In fact, they were not married even yet when I met them. So
Very cool.
And his parents,
right,
Steinberg's Furniture.
Ann and Diane. Mm-hmm.
I have been an interior designer forever, and I used to sell area rugs where I worked. This
They
place
got a lot of rugs, man.
has the best selection of rugs and by far the least expensive place to go to buy rugs. So if you're looking
Any
for
given
area
time.
rugs, that is your first stop.
If you're not familiar with it, you would never know driving by the building. But they have, along with beautiful leather furniture, log furniture, and everything else, anywhere in the area,
Huge selection.
5 to 4,000 area rugs.
It's
It's
insane.
massive,
It's insane.
including the runners and the 2x4s, the matching, and everything else.
Yeah.
And,
When I was in there looking around, a lot of the prices on their really beautiful, high-quality rugs are less expensive than what I could get them for when I was ordering from Priceline. So,
Nice.
I mean, I can't say enough about it. It's
That's awesome.
super awesome.
and our entertainment news turned into a plug for Steinberg.
It did.
Wow.
It really
Why
did.
not? That's pretty cool, though, having a local couple on that. And
It
Yeah,
is
that's
neat.
really
cable
super
show,
cool.
and
We
just-
watched
It
that.
just so happens that I know all of them. So.
Yeah.
That's
very
cool. I didn't even know about
We
this.
used to watch that all the time. And then every once in a while, when we were someplace that has HGTV, we'll like.
Oh my gosh, I binge watch it because we don't have it at our house, but I will binge watch it when I'm somewhere where
I
they
love some of those shows, man.
Oh, I do.
Well, I'm a part-time clerk at the Costco there, and my wife does her own thing. She creates some floral stuff for SD. And,
Etsy.
we have a budget of $2.3 million for it. Let's get after it. Let's go.
I always wonder that too, because I'm like, how in the world? What do these people do for a living? Because you see the little preview of the houses ahead of time, and then they talk about what they do. I knit sweaters for turtles. And,
I don't consume a lot of that kind of content, but I did kind of get into the Chip and Joanna.
oh yeah, I love
Games.
those guys.
And,
We met
super
them.
adorable.
They're just cool people.
They
Yeah.
were in an airport. We were walking by, and they were in the airport. And I was like, "Hey, you guys are Chip and Joanna."
We know
He goes,
you.
I said, "We love you guys." And he goes, "Yeah, so do we."
Chip's that guy.
Yeah,
He kind
yeah.
of cracks me up.
Yeah. Dan, thank you for coming in. And I just want to make sure while you're here that I say that I am thankful for Dan coming in each and every day. I'm very thankful that he came in today and Thank you for all.
It's punching our tickets to the Brodeo.
Don't know what that means. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour of Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, November 26th, 2020. Equities traded mostly flat Wednesday ahead of the Thanksgiving holiday, leaving the S&P 500 on track for its best month since early spring. The move was led by tech, but gains in one sector were offset by losses in another, as mixed data and an uncertain future weigh on prices. On the economic front, the data is positive, but there are signs the recovery is weakening. The most telling is a rise in first-time jobless claims. The rise in short-term unemployment is due to rising numbers of COVID-19 cases and could be the precursor to another shutdown. The last economic shutdown cost the U.S. economy 32% in GDP and put more than 20 million people out of work. Another shutdown could be just as bad, if not worse. Until then, the outlook for earnings continues to brighten and should keep the indices trading at near all-time highs, if not setting new ones. You can get the inside track in your inbox daily at MarketBeatMinute.com.